Hi everyone, it's Jules and I'm going to be doing another gluing in my junk journal today, and I want to get through this and call this one done so I can move on to my next one, which looks like this, and it looks like summer, so I gotta still do it in summer. Let me move you in a little bit. So it is storming outside, so if you hear weird noises, it's probably the storm, which is a perfect day to spend in the craft room. I'm loving this afternoon. So let's start with a quote out of our book, Don't Forget to Sing in the Lifeboats. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Herman Hesse. There we go. Which I guess I'll start with, this is kind of, I did a video a couple weeks ago where I showed like 12 things that you could glue in your junk journal. And this is going to be almost 12 more things. So that is one of them. You could do like a quote from a book like that you like. Just rip it out and put it in there if you're not afraid to do that. So I'm actually going to do, I have this little book of Prince, which is my favorite artist. If you're in the Twin Cities, it's hard not to love him. So let's look for a quote. That's a nice one. Music was put on earth to enlighten and empower us and feel closer to our center. I love that. I love music. I usually in the house, if we, are just cleaning or cooking, we have music going all the time. All sorts of music. Not really modern music, more older music, but all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to put this in here somewhere. I might just rip it with my ruler. The other thing is you could do, like I have these quote books from HOLTZ that are great, so I might just throw one of those in here as well. Not sure if you can hear the thunder. I love it. We need rain so bad. Let's put it on that side. So I have stuff laying all over around me to put in here, glue in here, so I can show you some ideas and get this one done. I don't really talk about things I've been doing lately because I saved that for my gluing videos, so there's something to talk about while I'm gluing. But we did go for a walk this morning. It was super nice on a trail that we've never been on before. Okay, and this quote fits perfectly because when I was walking, I just was in love with the trail and the nature and the scenery. And this says, what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. I almost started crying because I'm like, things aren't so great right now in the world, in our life, my life. So taking time to just walk and appreciate the nature, and I'm already sticky, was really nice. So that quote is very fitting. All right, the next idea I have for you is photos, and I have a whole thing of old photos that I never did anything with. This was in a frame at one point. So this is the Sacre Coeur in Paris. So I'm going to put this in here. I have a whole bucket to eventually put into journals, so it could be newer photos, old photos, whatever you want. Looks like a good page. The next idea I have is food wrappers. So I'm going to cut this up. This is a coffee. It's made here in the Twin Cities. It's Northern Coffee Works in Minneapolis. And this is the Boundary Waters one. It was our first time trying it. It was delicious. I'm probably going to get coffee everywhere, aren't I? I'm going to cut this over my garbage. Actually, I'm gonna cut it down. There's like a little, I'm sure that's to vent. Cut it down past that. And these are coffee beans, so it's not too bad, but that's like a good pocket, and it's pretty clean in there. That'd be a great pocket. I think I'm gonna need to put some washi on that photo later. Let's keep going back this way. This journal's gonna be chunky. Which I love. I was thinking about that on my walk today, how I just love paper. And I was remembering when I was a kid, I would crumple up paper because I like crumpled paper better than straight paper. I love the texture, the feel of it. It's like, this is just heaven. Oh. I'm sure there's ASMR channels that have just people crunching paper. So another idea would be cards that you get. So I got a thank you card from a friend. So any sort of card, birthday cards. So I'm going to put that in there. Again, I'm not going to spend time putting washi down, but I would put washi on this just because it's a little heavier. Just to save you some time so you don't have to watch me fumble trying to find washi. I'll go back and do that later. Or will I? Probably not. All right, another idea is business cards. So this is from stickers that I ordered from Trinkets and Whimsies. I have this garbage still sitting between my legs. And so it's a business card. So you can put that in there. And I want more fabrics hanging off of this journal, so I think I'm going to put a hole punch in this. And then tie something around it to make it stay. Is this a normal hole punch? Will that work? I have no idea. Nope. Oh, I think that's for grommets. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Wow. I have supplies I don't even know how to use. I need to grab some material. So I'm just going into this box, which has a bunch of yarn, I guess you would call it. Does it really matter what color? It's kind of pinks in there. Does not really matter, just needs to be a little thinner. Why am I making this so hard? So that's another idea, is materials like such as this, and it really adds texture and everything to your junk journal or whatever kind of journal you're working on. Just tie that around a couple times. Just let it dangle. All right, so the other, since we're on the idea of material, now you could use something fancy. So I've actually cut up my wedding dress. And I packaged all the pretty pieces in here, and I threw away the rest because I actually wore it as a Halloween costume one time to be a zombie bride. But because I don't know, people that keep their wedding dresses in their closet for 50 years. I mean, I get, maybe it's because I don't have a daughter. I don't know. So anyway, I've just kept the pieces that I thought were pretty so I could use them on something. But anywho, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use, I found this piece of fabric, and I'm going to just put it on one of these pages, maybe right here. I'm just going to staple it. Where's my stapler? Where's my stapler? So I put a bunch of tabs sometimes on my glue books. And it just makes it look prettier, more texture. To me, it makes it more fun. So that's just a cute little tab. And I apologize that I do have my lights on because it's so dark outside from the storm. So there we go. And you could add a lot more of those tabs and pieces like that to make it more frilly or anything. All right. The next thing I wanted to show you is postage stamps. So let's just go to a blank page again. Maybe I'll do it right here. So I have a little bit of postage stamp collection, and so yeah, it doesn't really even matter. I'm just going to pick some that are kind of sticking out to me. I like that violin. You can order them on Etsy is where I've ordered mine. Ooh, look at that guy. And I always do groups of 3 usually with postage stamps, so that's a cool one. Excuse me. So you can glue those in. I love postage stamps. It's like little tiny pieces of art. He is cracking me up. Or she, I'm not sure. Went for a walk and my husband's like, what do you want to do the rest of the day? And I said, I want to craft and read. That's it. And here we are, crafting together. All right. So another idea would be your own art. So like if you've made ATC cards, coloring, paintings. So I do have some things in here that I've made, just more like ephemera. These are like ATC cards and that I've made that I like. Made these last May. I'm gonna put her in there. And again, I could do another stamp and put on more fabric. I think I'll do that. Oh, she goes with that pretty. So yeah, this junk journal is not going to be full. I'm realizing I've been putting too many pages in these because then it just gets way too thick. And then I work in it too long and I start to not that I don't enjoy it, but I put that in the wrong spot. I always want to move on to the next journal. So some green. It's more purple right there. That matches. Same kind of material as the other one, or same type of string. And I'm just putting it in a different spot because I have the tab here, this down here, so I'm kind of putting this up high. So this card was done by collaging, and then I copied the collage. It was like on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and copied the collage and then cut them out and then designed them after that. So I think they're cute. All right, so another thing would be a digital. So I don't know where I got this from, but it's really cool. And it's on both sides. So I think I'm just going to kind of tip it in almost. I need to trim it down and cut it. My desk is a mess. Okay. But you could do this if you found ephemera that you could print out. Etsy has so many things. All the things. One of these days I'm gonna sell something on Etsy. One of these days. My trimmer definitely needs a new blade. Wow, that was loud. And then you can glue it in. You could even put in more right there. Covering up the back, which is cool, but that's all right. Yeah, I just started pulling out all this stuff to put in here, and I had to make sure that it wasn't things I mentioned in my last video. But so that's why my desk is just a disaster right now. I'd probably put some washi on this as well, just to make sure, but again, not gonna spend the time right now to do that for the sake of this video. Another thing would be Post-its, or like, so in some oh my goodness, in some subscription boxes, wow, that was a mouthful. I've gotten these little note cards. So they're not really Post-its. I don't think most of them don't have sticky on the other side. That one's really pretty. Or anything you've gotten in subscription. Like, I just keep them in here, and I don't know when I'm ever going to use all these, but here we are. So let's use this one, and then you could go back and write on it, and it matches this page, so I'm going to put it right there underneath her like that. I don't really write in my junk journal, so I'm probably not going to write on it, but you could if you wanted. Cool. And then I think my last thing, yeah, I only have one more thing to mention, and where did I put it, is postcards. So I ordered these, or I picked these up in Palm Springs. It's just kind of vintage postcards. So it's a lot of them. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with these either. So ooh, I like that. No, I like that. So, I mean, I got these because I can use them for crafting. But, so I think I'm gonna, let's put that right there. And let's use some washi so we can flip it over maybe. And so it can stick out a little. Washi goes well. I think this is the Tim Holtz washi. It's like fabric. Let's see if I can actually get it. I always have problems with these kind of stickers and washi. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I'm getting it. Is this painful to watch me? That. And it doesn't really need, it's pretty sticky, so I don't think it even needs anything on the other side, but, and then again you could write over there, put more here. So yeah, I have a ton more pages in here. No, I guess not. I was thinking this was taking up room. That's probably making it bulky. It doesn't need to be in there. So only a few more pages that, actually I did stuff on those. So it's not too bad. Okay. I think I might call this journal, junk journal, done. I kind of want a ribbon to go around it. let's look at my wedding dress. So I have the ribbon that was around, this is kind of around my waist. I loved my dress. Loved my dress. So I could use that, but it's not long enough. I could tie a couple pieces together. I could do that. Oh my gosh. And then go through here. Is this gonna work? No way. Not really. Well, not really. But I want to use it. I don't think that's going to work like I want it to without destroying it. I don't want to destroy it really. So eventually I might put a piece of ribbon around this, maybe some sari silk. But yeah, so I'm going to call her done, and I'm moving on to my next one, which is this guy here. Both of these were made out of file, like manila envelopes. This one's a little bit thinner than this one. I wanted it really flimsy and kind of bendy. So, and this is from a thing I got at Paper Source, those big posters paper you can get, and I cut it up like this. So I just put this in here if I want to use some of these pages, and then I even put in some of the poster pieces in here as well. So this is a great summer one. I cut this up from something I got in Washington, D.C. a very long time ago. It's Drinks Again, so kind of a drinking theme, cocktails. So I am excited to get started in this one. So moving on to this guy. All right, hopefully I gave you some ideas that you could use if you wanted to, but have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.